To create an event product to sell tickets, courses, classes, lessons, trainings, rentals, whatever, you create a normal product in Shopify. So you go to Shopify admin, all products, you click top right on add product, and then you fill the details of the product. So the title, description, you upload images, you put the pricing, we'll do it together. So the product I will create will be lesson for intermediate. So this will be a snowboard lessons. And here I will put a description. Of course, here I encourage you to put, for example, a map, the location, some details about who is or are the instructors. This is for my particular example, but for yours, for example, if you rent something, you could add any description that you need to. And then I will upload an image. So I'll go pick one image. You can of course add more images to see the thumbnails, and you will probably have more than one image. If you do not add any image, it will have a different layout without image, but it will still work. Then you add a price, so this will be $100, and it's a saving from 120. I will charge tax. I do not keep track of inventory. But you could, for example, put like there are only 10 seats or places available for this course, and I will not allow customers to purchase when it's out of stock. It's not a physical product, and you can add some variants. Variants are usually used for size, colors, material. In my case, actually, for a snowboard lesson, I would like, for example, to offer rental for a snowboard. So it will be, for example, snowboard rental, and the options will be yes or no. I could also add another option, so another variant that will be like, for example, private one-on-one lesson. Again, it could be yes or no. Shopify will limit me to 3 different options. The other options could be the duration of the class, for example, of the course. So it could be like duration in hours. One, two, three. Okay, so that's it. So I have my different options, different variants for my products. If you do not have any variants, any options, you just skip this part completely. Here I will need to, of course, edit the inventory of them. I don't know why Shopify does that like this. It puts 0 to all of them, but you might have, for example, only 2 snowboards available for rent, and you can have only maybe 2 spots for the 1 hour duration, 3 spots for the 2 hour duration, and so on. And the pricing, of course, will vary for each variant. So the last and the most important thing to do, actually there are 2 things to do. The first one is to set the date and time of the event. For this, you will need to use the product type field. If you already use it for another purpose, well, sadly, you'll need to use it for the date and time. So for most Shopify store, it's like an optional field. People will put, for example, their t-shirts or speakers or whatever. So in our theme, we use it for the date and time. To validate the date and time, when you're in Customize Theme, you have a link to something that is called tools.calendartheme.com, where you have some example at the bottom of the different date and times that you can enter. So you will validate the format of it. And for example, my event will be event every Friday at 10 p.m. So here you see that I made a mistake. So I will check every Monday at 10 p.m. Okay, so I missed a word. So as you can see, it's very important to check at the bottom the list of what is allowed to put as format. And here, in my example, I forgot to put this part. So if I parse this, then you will see some results that are thrown. And for sure, now I'm sure that this will work. So I copy paste this. I put this as the product type in my Shopify admin in my product. For the vendor, well, you can put whatever you want. And the other important thing is to make sure that you have a collection that will support, that will have the calendar layout. So if you just create this product like that, it will not appear anywhere unless you have added the upcoming event widget on the home page. But if you do want to display this event in a calendar layout collection page or category page, you need to have one of them. So I already have one collection called snowboard for beginners. Well, it's not appropriate for my example, but I'll show you that this collection, what is very important is that this collection has the calendar template. So you go in the collection. If you don't have any collection created yet, you do create one. And at the bottom right, by default, the collection template in the theme template section will be collection, but you make sure that it's selected collection.calendar and then you save. So I will publish my product inside this collection. I will save. And now when I go inside my Snowboard for Beginners collection page, I do have every Friday starting today, which is the 19th, right there. So we have a lesson for intermediate, and I have the price, the comparative price. I also have the time zone, which is a setting that you can set like abbreviation or acronyms like GST -5 or 4, whatever time zone you are, or you can also use a more like user-friendly time zone like America, Detroit. And so you have September 20th of this year, you have the lesson for intermediate, and I also have my product image that is displayed in this card. So here I do have my options, so rental, snowboard, private lesson, one-on-one duration, and it's written sold out because as we have seen together, well, I've put 0 inventory to all of them by default. I don't know why Shopify does that, but it used to be different. Anyway, so I do have my info there, and I do have a way to book this event. The description here, well, it's again taken from my product right there. So you make sure that, you can put images, you can add some HTML, whatever, you can embed a widget, Facebook review or whatever. Here is the product review app that you need to install to be able to see the reviews there. If you do use another app than the Shopify's product review app, you will be able to, but you will need to edit the theme files. So that's pretty much how you can do to create an event. This one is a recurring event, so every Friday. If you want to create an event only on a specific date, you can go to the text to date parser and find other example. And in our FAQ, we also have other example of repeated dates, fixed dates, like fixed date with time, and so on.